Tension filled the air when the store's alarm rang out and the suspect darted from the scene. Today's headline is about a foreign national who stole meat from a grocery store in Johannesburg and was caught, and the full story has now been revealed. Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is a video and picture news about the arrest of a foreign national in Johannesburg who allegedly took meat from a grocery store and has now been identified and revealed to the public. The incident has been described by local law enforcement and store staff as dramatic and unsettling. According to sources, the theft took place at a busy grocery outlet in Joburg where the suspect entered during daylight hours, selected various meat products, concealed them and attempted to leave without paying. The shop's CCTV system captured the moment the suspect slipped the meat into a bag and headed for the exit. Staff became alerted by a sudden commotion, the alarm was raised, and local police then arrived at the scene. Once apprehended, the foreign national was taken into custody and appeared in court shortly afterwards. The court appearance revealed his identity and the formal charges include theft of meat and contravention of store security protocols. The store management has said that the stolen goods amounted to a substantial value and that the incident has sparked concerns about security and theft in retail outlets across Johannesburg. For the suspect, the public revelation of his identity adds another layer of pressure. Facing court proceedings, he now must answer not only for the physical act of theft but also for being caught on camera and publicly linked to the act. This case has drawn attention because it melds two sensitive issues, retail theft and the role of foreign nationals in such incidents, creating a charged public atmosphere. From a wider angle, this incident underscores the risks retail stores face when staffing levels are stretched and alerts are delayed. Grocery stores are high-traffic locations with perishable goods that easily attract quick thefts. The fact that a foreign national was involved also adds to public debate about migration, employment, and crime, topics that often stir strong emotions in South Africa's urban centers. The store's management commented that this theft is not just about the value of the meat loss but about deterrence and community trust. When a crime of this sort happens under the watch of CCTV and still succeeds, it sends the message that more vigilance is needed. They've since increased patrols, installed more cameras and begun training staff to respond more swiftly when alarms sound. Local law enforcement officials have praised staff for quick action and emphasized their commitment to follow through on prosecution. On the policing side, the arrest and court appearance mark just the beginning. Investigators will look into whether the suspect was acting alone or part of a larger ring, perhaps involving stolen goods resale or black market meat distribution. With meat being a high-value commodity in retail, the temptation for organized theft is real. Investigators noted that the patterns of theft often link to broader criminal networks, meaning that this case might open into a larger probe. For consumers and the public, what does this mean? First, it's a reminder to stay aware when shopping. Strange behavior, large bags being stuffed quickly, or movement near exits without paying should ring alarm bells. Secondly, it opens discussion about how retail theft affects prices and community safety. When store owners lose goods, they often raise prices to offset losses, affecting everyone. Thirdly, the involvement of a foreign national has spurred commentary around migration, community inclusion and crime prevention, though it's important to keep focus on individual responsibility rather than generalizations about groups. From the suspect's standpoint, the next steps will be critical. His legal team will need to review the CCTV footage, determine the legitimacy of the arrest and ensure his rights are protected in court. The prosecution, meanwhile, will likely rely on the visual evidence, witness statements, store records and possibly other leads to build their case. If the case expands to include resale or network links, more arrests could follow. The outcome could set a tone for how similar grocery store thefts are handled in Johannesburg and may lead to enhanced cooperation between retail security teams and the police. As the story unfolds, it's worth watching for these developments, whether the defendant pleads guilty or takes the matter to trial, how the court treats the public identity revelation, whether further arrests connected to resale of stolen meat emerge, and how retail stores respond in terms of policy and security improvements. Also worth noting is how local communities react. Will there be greater support for retail crime prevention initiatives? Will there be public letter campaigns to protect local stores, or an increase in community watch programs? Please watch till the end to see the sources and verify this news for yourself. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss future detailed updates like this. And now, in a lighter moment, imagine turning up at the grocery store and instead of picking up your usual steak, you pick up a headline. Grocery shopping just got more interesting than a soap opera. Always check the bag at the till. The only thing you want walking out is your receipt, not your name in court. All images used are for illustration purposes only. Sources: Chief Albert Luthuli News, Leffelelle Express.